just yell. When the time comes, he must be trained.
Oh, I'm close.
Like you trained his father.
Hey, what is up guys, it is Captain Tori here on the Star Wars channel Grogus Cafe, and a day ago from when I'm writing this, the Kenobi show's first episodes are one day old, and I just wanted to give my thoughts on the show and what I thought. And if you don't care about my thoughts on the show, that's alright, I will have a video for you about an entry in the Journal of Kenobi in the description, so if that's what you like, go for it instead. And now let's go. So here's my top favorite things about Kenobi 1 and 2, starting with the awesome intro. Of course, I mean the flashback. Why does Disney even ask you to skip this? It's awesome. It's a recap of the prequels. Qui-Gon is in it, obviously Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader, Revenge of the Sith, The High Ground, The Phantom Menace, and it's just a lot of nostalgia of the prequel trilogy. And so yeah, I just solves that. And then of course came the Order 66 scene, and I know a lot of you guys are hyped for Order 66 flashbacks, but for me it added to the story, which is why I liked it, but the cruelty of it is kinda sad still. And also is that Mulan, well yes, actually stunt double Ming-Chiu is in there, who is basically Mulan, and that was a cool guest star. Then there's the Alderman sequence, which is awesome as we don't see that in live action usually, but we all know why. And yeah, it's just cool to see it before ending with a bang. Please don't click off jet, because we still have a lot to talk about, like Bail and Brer characters, which I really like that I feel didn't have a completed story in live action, but the Andor show should change that. And then there was young Lee, and I kinda see her using her Force abilities without knowing when, sensing others' emotions, and being actually very smart for a 10-year-old. And let's just talk about that scene as well.
Thanks, Wyo.
My pleasure.
You think you're droids?
It's good manners.
You don't need manners when you're talking to a lower life form.
Then I guess I don't need manners when I'm talking to you.
Yeah, the actor just nails Leai's role. She's cocky and rebellious, and I love it. So well done to the actress. The cousin was also just perfect, because usually the House of Organs is very anti-Empire, but her uncle's part of the family seems different. There's a lot to still know about that part of the family, if it's the mom's side or the dad's, and how they fit into the larger House of Organs, which usually, as I said, supports the Rebel Alliance and Jedi. There's the recycled footage, or at least it feels like it, from episode 1 to show how old and boring old Ben's day is actually getting, and I love it. The Herman montage, it's awesome, nailed it. And then letting down the Jedi, I just feel like episode 1 gave us a very different Kenobi, but it was executed to the length that we actually understood how he changed. So an applause to the Disney people and the directors that gave us the Star Wars charm in this. And then there's also this.
Leo's yell. When the time comes, he must be trained.
Oh, I'm close.
Like you trained his father.
Yeah, I just can't recall how many times I've rewatched this, but it's definitely a lot. And I mean, what Owen said is kinda true, but we all know Owen is actually a good guy, or else he would have given Obi-Wan away, really. And he did raise a true Jedi. I mean, Luke didn't turn to the dark side since he was raised by people with values to become a kind, loving person. Kinda reminds me of Spider-Man. Then let's go to episode 2, starting with the fact that I just loved Kenobi being so uncivilized and using a blaster, and really he's rusty, and well, the Force, he hasn't used it in 10 years, but he's gonna have to relearn someday. So I liked blasters a lot. Reminds me of A New Hope, where everyone used blasters. And then the spice scene, I can't find it online, but it was awesome. He just drops his spice from the dealer and just wipes them out. It was cool. And then there was a begging clone from the 501, and it would have been cool if that was from his Legion, so that it might have been Cody, but he seems to have forgiving the clones, unlike other Jedi, and the clone probably didn't recognize him after being drunk, or the clone didn't bother reporting him. But whatever it is, it's sad, but adding to the story. Then there was the Vader retcon in the comics and in Legends. There's many ways he finds out that Vader is alive, and finding out 10 years later really shows how disconnected he is, and his reaction is awesome by Ewan McGregor. He nailed his role reacting to Lord Vader being alive, and I don't know how to feel about Reva knowing he's Anakin. That did catch me off guard. Another thing I liked, even tough others might not, was Reva. She might go to great to find Jedi. I mean, kidnapping a senator's child before they can destroy planets is quite bold. All in all, I loved it all because it kept the fandom together, wasn't divisive, and just awesome. And I loved it and am hyped to see the future. Like, sub, leave a comment, and yeah, Force be with ya.